I grew up in a very nurturing scientific environment. And so when I went off to college, I knew I wanted to major in a science field. And so I chose chemistry. So kind of serendipitously, I thought that gave me a few more career options. And then also a very critical event was my older brother suggested that I should do undergraduate research. So I had no idea what research was going into college. And so I joined a research group, an organic chemistry research group, where I synthesized organic sensors, small molecule sensors, and fell in love. Now, it's important to note this was after a summer of working construction in South Carolina heat on the roof, getting paid minimum wage. So let's $7.25 an hour. And then when I did this undergraduate research experience or work, I got paid $10 an hour in an air-conditioned lab, also making things, but at the molecular level. So that was a no-brainer for me. My project focuses on armoring viruses to fight antibiotic-resistant infections. So antibiotic resistance is a major public health threat. It results in about 5 million deaths a year worldwide. In the US, there's 3 million infections a year, and this leads to approximately 40,000 deaths a year. So it's a major, major problem. And currently there is no solution. So one potential solution is the application of phage therapy. And so phages are viruses. They're bacterial viruses that specifically infect bacteria. So they're not going to infect you or me. And so the goal of my research is to essentially start a pandemic in the bacteria, so to kill them off using these viruses. Except a major unsolved challenge is delivery of these phage therapies. And so they can be recognized by the patient's immune system and they're rapidly cleared from the body. And so this leads to treatment failure. So my research project focuses on through bioengineering and material science, we seek to synthesize these stealth phage therapies. And so we're trying to encase these individual phage particles through nanoglass armor to try to hide the phage from the immune system. And so ultimately, we think these studies could open the door to improving patient outcomes that suffer from antibiotic-resistant infections. So it's going to impact my research and career very significantly. I'm an assistant professor just starting out my group. So any type of funding and support helps. And then also this will allow me to grow the group more quickly. And so this will allow faster progress. And then lastly, the support from the PhRMA Foundation helped me buy an atomic force microscope. So this will allow me to characterize those phage particles in their nano armor, so their shape and sizes. Advice for applying for the foundation awards, specifically, make sure to start early. Don't wait until a month before the proposal is due. Give yourself plenty of time to write out the proposal clearly. Oftentimes you think it will be very clear, and then you return to it a day or two later and you're like, that makes absolutely no sense. So start early. Also, make sure to have people outside your field read over your proposal. My advice for young research in general, I tell this to all my students in the lab, be ready when opportunity arises. And what I mean by that is it's difficult to predict or control what opportunities are available, but what you can control is being ready. So you may be doing an experiment, it fails, but you've mastered that technique to try to solve the challenges of phage therapy. So bringing phage therapy to the clinic to where if these patients have antibiotic resistant infections, they have options.